Hey guys! So today it's monthly favourites time again. I'm going to be talking about all of my favourite things from the month of January. I feel like January is usually kind of a flat month for beauty discoveries for me, but this month's been kind of different. I've got quite a lot of makeup, but also loads of skincare stuff. I feel like January has been the month of skincare. I'm going to start with makeup stuff as per usual. The first thing that I've been loving this month is from the Too Faced Sweet Peach collection. So if you guys didn't see my new in beauty for January, go and check it out. But I spoke about the new Too Faced Sweet Peach range, because they had the Sweet Peach eyeshadow palette last year that was crazy popular, so they brought out like a whole range of things to kind of complement it, and I've been loving the blusher, like using it pretty much every single day. It's a really gorgeous kind of slightly shimmery peachy colour. It's definitely kind of a similar kind of vibe to NARS Orgasm, but a little bit less intense, so it's not quite as shimmery and kind of goldy, but it's a similar effect. It's a really flattering peachy colour. It's not too orange. It's just kind of really warming to the skin. Really like it, and the scent is like super strong. As soon as you open it, it like hits you. You're like, woo! It smells very, very peachy, but I really like it, and I like the packaging as well. It's kind of slightly like kiddie and kitsch, but yeah, it's Too Faced and that's their vibe, so I really like it. Big fan of that. Been using that loads this month. And then I've also got two new discoveries from MAC. As you guys may or may not know, I went on a really exciting trip with MAC this month to Toronto, Canada, because I'm releasing my very own lipstick with them. Again, if you haven't heard, I announced it on Instagram and Twitter and on my vlog channel, and I've mentioned it in one of my previous videos on here as well, but I am releasing lipstick with MAC in April, which I'm super excited about. Whilst I was on the trip, they gave me lots and lots of products to try, and I discovered two new things that I can't actually believe I haven't tried before. The first one is a lipstick, and it's Brave. This is like such a gorgeous, gorgeous colour, and it's exactly kind of like the colour that I go for. It's right up my street, and I genuinely can't believe I hadn't tried it before, because like if I saw this in the shop, I'd be like, oh yeah. But I think sometimes when you go and look at MAC lipsticks, there's so many that it's hard to actually like hone in on the exact ones that you'd like. So anyway, this is Brave. It's a satin finish, which isn't my favourite finish, but it's a really beautiful kind of mauvey, deep, nudie pink colour. I'm wearing it today, but I am actually wearing it over the top of something else, so I feel like it's probably not its true colour. But I really, really love that, and if you are into that kind of colour, then you will probably like it too, so I'd recommend checking it out. And the other discovery from MAC is an eyeshadow. I feel like I haven't used an individual MAC eyeshadow in such a long time, because I have the palette with like the pans. But I really love this. It's Sumptuous Olive. Kind of an unusual colour that I probably wouldn't have picked out either, because it's kind of green, like it's a metallic khaki green colour. It has really beautiful kind of gold undertones to it, and I feel like this really suits me because I have greeny eyes. It's a very kind of similar colour to my eyes and just really helps to accentuate them, but I feel like it would work really nicely as well if you had brown eyes, like warm brown eyes. I think this would look really nice with. I realise green eyes are not the most common, so I feel like it would work for brown and green the best out of anyone, but it is just a really nice colour. So I've just been wearing that with kind of like a matte brown, kind of smoked out, just yeah, that's the vibe I've been going for. Really big fan of that. And then last but not least for makeup discoveries this month, this was in my drugstore haul right at the beginning of January, and I've been using it non-stop. It's the Maybelline Brow Satin Brow Pencil. This is such a good drugstore brow pencil, and I feel like most of my favourite brow products are higher end. Like I tend to use more expensive brow products than I use cheap ones, but this is super, super good quality and really affordable. It's a double-ended brow product, so it comes with a brow powder on one end, which is really good for kind of filling in any bigger areas of kind of sparsity that you've got. I've got a scar in this brow that I have to like properly fill in, and it's perfect for that. It's got a skinny pencil on the other end that's really good for doing kind of more defined kind of brow strokes. Just really, really impressed with that, and that was a new purchase for me this month as well. So that's it for the beauty stuff. For skincare, I feel like I've discovered so many new skincare favourites this month, and the first two are from The Ordinary, which if you didn't see my previous video about Deciem and The Ordinary, I've done basically a full review of this brand and this company, because I think it's really different and there's quite a lot of hype about it at the moment. So if you want to know more about these two specific products, then go and check that out. But my two skincare favourites from The Ordinary are the Advanced Retinoid 2% and the Hyaluronic Acid 2%. These are both serums. I use one at night and one in the day. I have just found these to be so effective. I know you're supposed to kind of give a skincare over a month to kind of fully see the benefits, but honestly, these products are so wonderful. Like the hyaluronic acid especially, you can tell a difference and like see results pretty much instantly because it's focused on hydration. It's just a beautiful texture. It sinks right into your skin super quickly. They're really affordable as well. They're about, I think the retinol is maybe £8, but I think the hyaluronic acid is around £5. Like they're honestly super, super cheap and so good. I also actually love the packaging. Like the whole kind of idea behind this brand, like I said, you can go and check out my review for more info, but the whole idea behind it is that there's no frills, like there's no additional ingredients that aren't kind of proven. They're just very basic, kind of effective skincare. And the packaging is supposed to be like, you know, very kind of plain and it looks like apothecary packaging. But actually, I really like this and I think it looks really high end. Like it's very similar to Aesop and brands like that that are very kind of cool looking, but at the same time really expensive. This is super cheap and it looks really nice. So both of these have made such a difference to my skin this month. The Advanced Retinoid has actually been one of the only retinol products that I've really kind of noticed a difference very quickly with. The Sunday Riley Luna, I feel like has a similar effect, but it's more slow acting. I definitely have to use like oils and more kind of hydrating boosters and kind of other products. I use like overnight oils with this to help stop my skin kind of getting a little bit dry from it, which is different to the Luna. I feel like my skin doesn't get dry when I'm using Sunday Riley's Luna, but that's £85. Like Sunday Riley products are super expensive. This basically does the same thing and it's like a tenth of the price. It's amazing. And then the hyaluronic acid, I've been traveling loads this month, so I feel like my skin has got very dehydrated and has literally been drinking this up. I feel like I could put a whole bottle on my face in one go and it would just drink it up. But yeah, so good, and I would highly, highly recommend these. The other skincare discovery is something else I also bought when I was in Canada, and it's from a brand that I have never really tried before. It's from Laneige, and this is their Bright Renew Capsule Sleeping Mask. So they come in individual packets. I've used about 4 or 5 of these so far, and I just find they're amazing for travel, or if you are just really tired and you need kind of a boost in hydration on your skin. I love the fact that they're in individual packets because it makes them so kind of easy to take with you, to throw in your bag if you're staying overnight somewhere, or if you're on a flight or whatever. You don't have to carry the big pot, but they're really lovely. They sink into my skin. I feel like they're a really good complementary kind of product to use with the hyaluronic acid serum. When I've been on flights or when I've been traveling and my skin has felt really dehydrated, I've been using that followed by the overnight mask, and I just feel like my skin is so much better for it in the morning. It's just refreshed and so much more hydrated and kind of soft and plumped and just really like looking so much better. I find when I travel a lot and I get dehydrated, I get like my skin kind of goes this funny like froggy texture, like it's just really like dried out and just thirsty. It feels very thirsty would be a good way to describe it. So I've been loving those. I got them in Sephora. I think they were 32 Canadian dollars for 16, which is about £20. So not too expensive, definitely still high end, but not gonna kind of totally break the bank. And I'm a big fan of those. And then my last skincare favourite I actually don't have because I've used it all up. So I'm gonna put a picture of it on the screen now. It's from Farmacy, and it's their hydrating masks. And I had a pack of 3 of these. They're quite expensive, they're £21 for 3. And I did get sent them, so I was kind of like, I'm not sure what I'm going to think about this brand, like I've never tried them before. But when I went skiing, I honestly got the driest skin. It wasn't just dehydrated, it was properly dry, like dry, flaky skin, and it wasn't anything to do with retinol. It was before I had that product, so right at the beginning of January, and I used one of these masks and it completely got rid of it. Like within like 20 minutes, it was, my skin was just totally like hydrated and happy again, and I used all 3 of them within the month of January and I absolutely loved them. I will definitely be repurchasing some. I've actually meant to order some the other night, but my Wi-Fi broke as I was ordering them, hence I don't have them in this video to talk about, but they're so good. So if you are struggling with hydration, it's been really cold this month as well, so I feel like a lot of people will be feeling kind of like dry, dehydrated, and just generally like in need of a moisture boost. These masks are really good, and if you like sheet masks, they're some of the nicest ones that I've tried. They're like the gel texture ones, so they really kind of like cling to your skin, and they're just, yeah, just really lovely. A big fan of those. And then I've got 2 more favorites. The first one is a fragrance, and this is a super expensive fragrance, which actually I have been after for a really long time, and I ended up getting it for Christmas, but it wasn't in my what I got for Christmas video because I opened it after Christmas because I didn't get it until, I can't remember, but a few days after I filmed that video, and it's the Byredo Bal D'Afrique. This smells insanely good. Byredo is a super pricey brand, So it's not necessarily like super budget friendly, but if you are looking for a new high-end fragrance, oh my god, it smells so good. This was a gift from Mike's sister, actually, so a big thank you to Lizzie for this because I love it so much. I've been wearing it pretty much every day. I've used up like quite a lot of it. I'm trying to be frugal with it, but I want to wear it every day, so I'm like, every time I walk past my dressing table, I'm like, just will have a little spray, and I'm like, oh, it's so good. It smells really lovely. It's really kind of clean and fresh. It's sweet, but it's not kind of like cheap smelling sweet, if that makes sense. It does not like that sugary kind of sweetness. It's just very fresh and feminine, and I just love Byredo's kind of whole aesthetic and their packaging and everything. I just think it looks super, super nice. So yeah, that has been my fragrance favourite this month. And then last but not least, I have a jewellery favourite, and they are the earrings that I'm wearing now. They are these tiny little hoops, and I've actually got asked about them loads because I've been wearing them since Christmas. And so many of you have asked in the comments where they're from. They're actually from Rosie Fortescue. They're a gift from Rosie just after Christmas they arrived. And I just absolutely love them. I've been wearing them non-stop. They are like tiny little hoops. And the reason why I love them so much, I've been after a pair of these earrings for so long. I just absolutely love this look. And I was looking at the Maria Tash ones, but they're so expensive. They're like £500 for a very similar looking earring. And these ones from Rosie are £60, I believe, for the pair. They're rose gold with like a champagne kind of clear stone in them. I absolutely love them. And I'll do a close-up because you guys won't really be able to see, but this is what they look like on, and then I'll show you kind of what they look like in the close-up. In a little bit more detail. I absolutely love them, and I think they're a really good price as well because they're beautiful quality. The packaging they came in as well was like absolutely stunning, but they're not super like hundreds of pounds. So I've been a big fan of those and I've been wearing them all month. So that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you very soon in February. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.